Right, Nutrien Sale, Sydney, 20th of February at Warwick Farm. Kath McIntosh, how excited are you about getting there and having a few days of just selling horses, nice and easy?
Looking forward to it, can't wait. It's a terrific venue up there. We're all staying on site with the horses. It's just going to be a great way to catch up with all the breeders, the vendors, and just have a really great time selling horses, and I think celebrating the breeding industry, really.
I was in Tamworth just recently, but I did stop off at Warwick Farm just for the one night, and I can tell people, wow, it's just a brilliant complex. The guys showed me around the auditorium, how it's all going to work. It's a very, very big venue, but where the harness horses are is going to be very, very boutique. It's going to be, everyone's going to be in one area, and it's going to be terrific. You've been there. It's a sensational place to stay at, isn't it?
Yeah, it's terrific, and yeah, can't wait to get up there. We'll be heading up next Thursday, getting them all up there, hopefully safe and sound, settled in, and then ready for everyone to come and do inspections. And more than happy to have people come and have a look in the meantime here at the barn. Happy to get them out, help as many times as people want us to.
We've got people here today looking at them, and it's very, very busy. You're heading up Thursday, so pretty much Thursday is out.
Thursday week, yep.
Yeah, Thursday week, of course, but so Thursday will be out for inspections. Wednesday will be a full-on pack-up day, but you're still more than happy. So yeah, we're recording this on a Tuesday. It'll probably go out Wednesday, so you've got a whole week to come. I can tell you, recommend to everyone, going around doing yearling videos and being able to look at horses, how they evolve, if you like, over the journey. I recommend that people come here, see them in their natural environment before you jump on a plane and go to Warwick Farm and get there. If you can't, of course, you can watch it online. It'll be all live streamed. But I thoroughly recommend people come here and have a look at them at their natural environment, because they do change, and there is a lot of wow factor, especially from my point of view. When you look at yearlings a couple of times, I think you really get to learn what they're all about. Yeah,
and we've had a number of people come along the yearling path journey, I suppose. So, from being weanlings to yearlings and coming in and looking at them before they actually come in for prep. And then some of the people have been looked at them at the start of their prep and then at the end. You get to see how they, grow and develop, and you get to see that sort of athlete start to transform. So, there's quite a number of people who do that, which is really good to see.
And that's one thing I want to, hit home. I did what you look for in a yearling with Clayton Tonkin, and it's one of the things that he said. There are a lot of people that do it. Don't just sit there and think, oh, not many people do it. There are a lot of people that actually do it in there. They come 2 and 3 times to just have a look to see where they're at, write their own little codes in their books and things like that, but they're observing and they're looking at it. It's not just 1 or 2 people.
Yeah, absolutely. And everyone has their own criteria for what they'd like in a yearling, and there's no right or wrong answer to what makes a champion. So you've got to have some sort of criteria, but the more you look at them and the more you learn and evolve as a breeder and a buyer, really.
And the hospitality here is very, very good. Don't worry about it. She cooks mean biscuits, so it'll be all good. She's going to tell me off for that one. It'll be fine. Rightio. 6 lots, 4 colts, a gelding, and a filly.
Yep.
A lot of sort of variation, if you like, but a lot of intrigue. You've got some really nice horses, full stop.
Yeah, we've got a beautiful draft to take to Sydney, some real quality and depth. Their pedigrees, like just outstanding pages. The filly in her own right, is going to be, her mother Without You. She's a Better's Delight filly. She's lot 30 in the sale. She's out of Without You as a Courage Under Fire mare. He was just a tough racehorse, a top racehorse. She's Group 1 winning mare. She earned about 176,000 in her own right as a racehorse. This is her first foal. It's by Better's Delight. She's a lovely filly. She's got quite a bit of spark and fire in her belly. She's ready to go. She's a good, neat, good walking, neat filly. That'll be a good purchase for someone, not only as a racehorse, but for that breeding and that family down the track. So, come and have a look at her. She won't disappoint.
And that is lot number 30. I've been banging that home for a long time, the depth in the fillies. If you want to get involved in the industry, the fillies, like the races now, there's more and more races for fillies going forward. So that part is really, really key. But it's a double whammy, because you get there then, you get a quality horse, race them, have some fun, hopefully win a Group 1 race or a group race along the way, send them back to stud. And we've seen how the breeding parts are just exploding, especially, dirty word, colonial, but the Australian, the New Zealand bred horses and how they're evolving here in Australia now, as well as with the mares, and some of your mares here are part of that, but it is a double whammy, and that's where you look at the fillies pretty closely, I reckon.
Yeah, you're not just buying a racehorse, but you're actually investing in the future.
Yep.
So and with quality pedigrees like we've got with that Without You family, you've got performance and quality, and and a daughter of Better's Delight as well. So she's a perfect little package.
Lot number 28 is going to have a lot of intrigue. It's by Art Major. Art Major, yeah. Whenever you write your notes, you shouldn't write AB, you should write AM, just to confuse yourself.
So We Own a Beach Girl, gelding by Art Major.
Yep.
Yeah.
And one is gelded.
He's a cracking little type. Like, he's one that will catch your eye when he's out and about. He's just a neat, muscular lad. Yep.
And there's some important, I suppose, additions to his pedigree or his pedigree page when you look at it now. Santa Cruiser, who is a full sister, has won over 250,000. She's an exciting mare, but even just to have that $250,000 next to her, like, so you are buying, a horse very well related, full sister that's getting the runs on, and she hasn't finished.
No, that's it. It's a current family. It's getting they're getting wins now, and there's a half sibling that trialled out of We Own a Beach Girl just recently, and it was very impressive. Won that trial, was very impressive in doing that pretty slick time. So this is a family that's current now. The horses are performing well and going good on the track, and there's nothing to fault about this little guy.
If I'm any good at my job, I'd have had that trial video going over the top as well as the Santa Cruz. As we said, we're trying to just do things a little bit differently here to make sure people are aware of who these horses are related to as well, and remind people, because it's one of the things about like I said, a lot of your horses are quality. You look at them in the catalogue, you see the black type, but when you remember those race videos, it makes a difference. 54, I'm going to highlight the stallion because, one, recent sales, he's been so popular, and I talk about Lazarus, of course, but what a super racehorse he was, and to be able to get one out of him or by him is going to be key at these sales.
Yeah, so lot 54 is the Dancing with Daisy colt by Lazarus, and they're in short supply. The Lazarus, is an incredible racehorse, and this cross with Dancing with Daisy is a exceptional one. He's a beautiful type. He's a beautiful colt, and the family of Dancing with Daisy, you just kind of read the page in awe, and going back to Rye Hanover, and is terrific bloodlines. So he is. We sold 2 Lazarus fillies at the Melbourne APG sale. They were very well sought after. They've sold well. Everyone's wants to get a piece of the Lazarus, for what they can. There's not many of them around. So come and have a look at this Dancing with Daisy colt. He is a stunner, it just looks like he can run.
As far as selling them on looks, they're very easy to sell. I've done a lot of videos of them, the Lazaruses, and they just are stunners. You just look at them and you just want to have one. Yeah,
and the other thing we've found, we've had 3, is that they're just pretty casual. There's nothing, there's no dirt in them. They're just pretty casual. Yep, what do you want me to do? Okay, I'll do it. So their temperament ticks the box as well.
And that's key. Temperament is key. And this little bloke, he's got a similar sort of temperament, which is, that's what you're after. Lot 63 is a Better's Delight. You nearly don't have to say too much more, but this pedigree, it's just a ripping pedigree, and out of Gentle Anvil.
Yeah, so Better's Delight colt out of Gentle Anvil. So the mare was bred in New Zealand and imported pregnant. So he is also eligible for the New Zealand size stakes.
Which is key, because it's not on his pedigree down the bottom. We want to make sure people are aware of that.
Yeah, it's not on the pedigree page, but he is paid up for New Zealand size stakes. He is a Better's Delight out of a Christian Cullen mare. So we've got that amazing cross there. He is a late August foal, so you basically look at him and you say, well, put him in the cart now, he is ready to go. He is a good, strong, strapping lad, and he loves his tucker, he's a good eater, and he doesn't do anything wrong. This is a family that is, he has his, I think it's his uncle, Tasty Delight, that is racing, or has been racing in New South Wales around Menangle. Very consistent, high-performing horse. Top family, once again, Christian Cullen, Better's Delight cross, what more can you ask for?
Golden Cross, and last year's sale topper at the Melbourne for the Nutrien sale was that same cross. That's where people are after. Interestingly enough, also eligible for the New Zealand size. There's a lot of ticks for him, isn't there?
Yeah, absolutely. There's plenty of ways to earn your money back with him.
Absolutely. Lot number 89. This is starting to become a very, very popular cross as well, though. The Art Major's over a Better's Delight mare in Musical Delight.
Yes, So this major colt, now please note he is a 20th of December colt as well. So I think it's always important to look at when they're, you know, the age of the stock when you're looking at them. You know, your General Amble, he was late August, and now we've got a late December foal. So just take a note of that. But you know, he is art major stamp through and through. The Musical Delight, she's by Better's Delight, and what a broodmare she's been. And you know, and some would say expect that she would be a good broodmare because she's out of top tempo, and she's been one of the best broodmares in Australia and New Zealand. You know, she's between Musical Delight, Queen of Pop, and Speak No Evil, all daughters of her. She's been, you know, it's a terrific family line once again, and also top performing. So Musical Delight, the dam of Beach Music. What a tremendous filly she is. She just keeps getting better and better, just high performing, tough, and each year she just keeps on improving, and she's, you know, up there fighting with the best of them.
Yeah, and we could drop names on what have ran into Dan Malecki before, and we just asked for his what he thought was her best win, and it wasn't necessarily a best win, but he gives it all. Dan, he loves horses, and he's got a real soft spot for her, hasn't he?
Yeah, he loves
It's on
it.
Treachery back to the inside. It's Beach Music clear though from Better Twist. Beach Music holding Better Twist. She's sticking to her game plan well, but the winner is too good. She's pretty special in her own right, Beach Music, and she beat Better Twist.
Indeed. And then the last of yours is one that I reckon you'll be really keen on because you stand American Ideal here in conjunction with Woodland Stud, but this will out of National Gallery. Benny Gallery's almost an oil painting, isn't he?
Yes, so National Gallery, she's an Arts Place mare, and this American Ideal colt out of her is just he is a head turner. He's just a really athletic type. He is also, I think it's 17th of December is born, so he's a later on December foal as well, but he has just come into prep, and he sort of had a growth spurt initially, but he's just really filled out he's just a really well-balanced athletic colt. And you can see the thickness in his rump, you know, typical of your American Ideals, and you know, has got you know, National Gallery's dam. You know, she's a big, strong forward mare, but this guy's a little bit more like American Ideal. You know, he just goes with the flow. But yeah, just a beautiful athletic type of horse. So he's lot 92. 92? Yeah.
Yep.
So he.
Sorry, I thought I must have said it wrong when you said it before, so it's okay.
So he's towards the end of the sale, but he is worth waiting for, and the other thing about him is he's the half brother to Honolulu Bay.
Yep.
You know, rock and roll icon. And
he just keeps winning in Queensland, rock and roll icon. Like he's one of the forgotten horses, but Honolulu Bay, he's one of the excitement machines of racing. He could end up going to America and taking on the world. Horse like him, wouldn't know where it'll end up.
Absolutely. Exceptional high speed individual, Honolulu Bay, and you know, this guy is very, very similar body as him. So you know, I'd expect nothing less for him as well going forward. So you know, terrific colt, terrific family. You know, come and have a look at this bloke.
Make sure you do, and we've said there before about the pedigrees and all the rest. Where people can pick up the catalogues. There's black type all the way through, and we're trying to highlight, I suppose, some of the siblings, close siblings, and remind people of what they're like. When you're going through them, though, Kath, the one thing that's striking me, make sure you give yourself plenty of time to come and have a look at the whole draft for the Nutrien catalogue as well. Give yourself plenty of time for yours because they're going to be pretty popular. People are going to be wanting to get those in and out. A lot of the New South Wales guys haven't seen a lot of these breeds in their catalogues either, so they've predominantly been a Victorian one. So there's going to be a lot of New South Wales people get the opportunity to see them firsthand and then be able to bid on them. So when they get to the venue on they'll be there Thursday, but you know, make your plans for Friday afternoon. Don't forget there's actually a live yearling parade from 6 o'clock on the Friday night. Yep. And there'll be drinks and nibblies afterwards. The lights. Everyone's encouraged to hang around later on, so there'll be plenty of parade going on that night as well. But we want to make sure people log on to that. If you can't be there, log on to that live. But people that are going to be at the venue, give yourselves plenty of time because there's some quality lots all the way through this catalogue, and you know, it's going to be a bit of a congestion wanting to look at each of the horses.
Yeah, look, we're happy to take them out as many times as people want. You know, they're you know, a lot of work goes into getting them to this point and getting them up there. So, you know, you're welcome to come look at it any time, and they are some really nice individuals. So we're very lucky to have such a quality draft to go to Sydney.
Yeah, absolutely. Make sure you go there. Log on to nutrienequine.com.au to watch all the live streams. They'll be up there. We'll be given regular updates with those as they go through. But it's 6 o'clock Friday night, and then the sale commences. I think it's 1 o'clock.
1 o'clock on Sunday, 20th. Yep.
Kath took my catalogue, so I didn't have that one up me sleeve, and it will be going live. But if you're in New South Wales, get in the car and go. It's a beautiful place. It can be 40 degrees or it can be rain and there's shade. There's plenty of cover. There's everything. There's like the outside area. Like, I mean, there's
terrific,
so much protection and everything else like that. So it can be terrific. Put it in the diary. Make sure you get there. Get there and bid up. Kath McIntosh, firstly, if anyone wants to find out any more about it, if they're in New South Wales, they want to find them, you're happy to take phone calls?
Yeah, absolutely. All the time.
Yep, take phone calls leading up to it before they get on the truck, get there and inspect them. If you're in Victoria, you can't get to New South Wales, there's huge racing, so you should be making a weekend of it. Get here, see them in the flesh first, then watch them in the live yearling parade, then watch them afterwards. It's a way to do it. Do your homework, have some fun. Crazy if you don't get there. I can tell you, do you like my hat?
Yeah, looks super, Paul.
She gave me one of these. And I thought, no, I'm going to stick with this. But the Nutrien experience, I tell you, it's a lot of fun, and I encourage people to be there and actually enjoy it, because it's the first time they've ventured to New South Wales, to Sydney, to sell horses. So I encourage everyone to get out there and just see how they do it. And I can tell you, it's a lot of fun, and that's what it's going to be. Serious business, selling horses, but going to be a lot of fun, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Kath, thank you very much, and congratulations on your draft. I've had a bit of fun filming them today, so thank you very much, and look forward to seeing you in Sydney.
Yeah, thanks, Paul.